Alright, here we are at probably the last installment of Phantasy Star 1 in Japanese. The Sega Ages 2500 yen version on the PlayStation 2. We left off that we had killed Lord Lassick, and he had, in his dying breath, summoned Dark Falls. So, we all know what that means if you've played any Phantasy Star games. So, we're going to talk to our team here, see what they have to say. And she says, Nagakata tatakai ga yato owatta no ne. The long battle is finally over. Meow comes in. And says, Ore, nanka kando shite kitazo. Man, I'm feeling kind of moved. He says, Tyrone says, Yorokobu no wa mada hayai. It's still too early to celebrate. Motabia sotoku ni koto no shinso o tashika meneba narumai. We must confirm the truth of this matter with the Motabia governor. And Alice says, So ne, that's right. Isogashimashou. Let's hurry. Right. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I did do some grinding. We're up to level 81. And a lot of money. Okay, let's fly to Yashito. Take this to Uzo. And teleport to Paseo. And Meow says, Are? Huh? Motavia Sotoku ga inai yo. The Motavia governor isn't here. And then he says, ooh, wah, which is like a frightened noise. And we are in the last dungeon here with some spooky walls. Just some golems. This is pretty creepy looking. These walls are kind of fleshy with like eyeballs embedded in them. Oh, it's called the last dungeon. Last dungeon. Just want to make sure everybody's got their equipment. She's got her Laconian sword. Frozen crystal, healing crystal, yep. Gold tusk. Healing crystal, cure crystal. That's good. Frozen crystal, healing crystal, and Laconian axe. And Psycho Wand, Cure Gem, and Healing Gem. Nice. They're all equipped how we need them. So here's where we're ending with the stats on these characters. There's Alice. Meow. Tyrone. And Lutz. That is the team ready to take on Dark Falls. Quite a long hallway. Gotta be a secret door. There we go. That looks like it may be his lair. She says, "Kya," which is just like surprise. And he says, Nanda koitsu wa. What is this guy? And he says, this presence, ku kono kehai. Nani yara bukimi na chikara o kanjimasu. I feel some kind of strange power. He says, Tyrone? Masaka, no way. Koitsu ga Motavia Sotoku o. This guy is the Motavia governor? And he says, Sonna bakana. What a fool. No. Kutsu. Kiruzo. It's coming. And we knew this was coming. Daku Fathers. So, it's always been kind of a mystery of why his name is Dark Fowls. Generally believed to be a mistranslation of Dark Force. But they've stuck with it for all these years now, so it's just Dark Fowls. Alright, let's see if we can beat this guy. Let's give ourselves the old save state at the beginning of the battle here. Just so we don't have to run through that if we lose it. Oof, nice. So this Psycho Wand that I got for Lutz, missed it in the dungeon before, but I went back for it off screen here. And if you use it as an item in battle, it restores 10% of anyone's MP, which at this point is a lot of MP, and it can kind of keep them topped off pretty close to it. So it's very good. to see if his wand hit does more with Shifta. Yep. The magic in this game kind of sucks. Alice has these like balanced stats to do whatever, but she doesn't get any strong spells, and these guys, their spells max out at like level 30, and then it just gets totally outpaced by the physical damage. Just kind of hoping they would have fixed that in this like remake, but oh well. Alright, let's get some all-out attacks in. Nice. He says, Jaku na chikara ga sono koryoku o ushinatte iku. The evil power, its effect is fading away. Junbi wa ii desu ka? Are you ready? Kinkyu dashutsu shimasu yo. I'm making an emergency escape. Emergency escape again. And there's the real Motavia governor. He says, Sumanakata. I'm sorry. Watashi no kokoro to karara wa doyara jaku na chikara ni yotte shihai sarete ita yodai. My mind and body were apparently being controlled by an evil power. Oh, it was him. And Meow says, Jaka na chikara? Evil power? Jaku na seishin no toetai. The projection of an evil spirit. Sore ga dark farus nano desne. That is dark fowls, isn't it? Jaku na seishin no toe tai ka. A projection of an evil spirit, huh? Ayauku, watashi mo douka shite shimau tokoro datta da. I was almost assimilated by it, wasn't I? Soreja, then Lasik wa Lasik sono jaku na seishin no toei tai ni, to that projection of an evil spirit. Then Lasik is that projection of an evil spirit. Osaraku wa so de aro. It is likely so. Padma o no kyushi ni yote, due to the Palma king's sudden death. Lasik wa rinji no o to shite sokui shita wake gaga. Lasik ascended the throne as a temporary king, but Tosho wa Rippa ni sono tsutome o mato to shite ita. Initially, he was trying to fulfill that duty splendidly. Jaku no sonzai ni okasare doku sai teki na ugoki o mise tona wa. It was in the last few years that he was invaded by an evil being and showed dictatorial behavior. Koko sunen ni natte kara no koto. The matter of it became these last few years. Arisa yo jitsu wa omae ni hanashite okanakareba naranai koto ga aru. Actually, there's something I have to tell you. Meow says Alice. And she says, Watashi no chichi wa, my father, Padma o data no desu ne. My father was the king of Palma, wasn't he? And he says, Shiteita no ka? You knew? Hi. Ashiki tenku no shiro wa horobi rasiku naki ima. The evil sky castle has fallen, and now Lassic is gone. Aratamete, omae wa oi keishou suru kenri ga aru. Now then, you have the right to succeed the throne. Chichi no ato o tsugi, jo o to naru koto ga dekiru no da. Succeeding your father, you can become the queen. Sa do suru nada. Now then, what will you do? Arisa yo. Chichi no ato o tsugi. Jo o to shite kunmin suru no ka. Succeeding your father, will you reign as a queen? Hi. So ka, I see. Sore de koso, aures randiru. Oris or Auris Landale. O no Musume da. That's why you're the daughter of King Auris Landel. Watashi mo tetsu da wasete morao. I will also have you help me. Meow says, wow, whoa, Arisa, honto ni jo o mitai da yo. Alice, you really look like a queen. Iya dawa, meow tara. Oh dear, meow, you're such a dot dot dot. Demo, miateru yo, but it suits you. Are? Huh? Tyrone? Sono kako? That outfit? He says, Ore mo arisa o tetsu dao to omote na. Yeah, I was thinking of helping Alice too. Garaja naindaga. It's not my style, but Aragoru Taiyo ke o saiken suru tame da shikata nakaro. It's to rebuild the algal star system, so it can't be helped. And then he says, Meow says, Soreja Lutsumo Kai, then Lutz too. Iya. Watashi wa shikiten ni shuseki suru tame ni seiso shita dake desu. No, I'm just dressed formally to attend the ceremony. Yaroshita koto ga aru no dene. Because there's something I haven't finished doing yet. Doko ka ni ichao no kai? Are you going somewhere? Nanda, so nano ka? What? Is that so? Lutsu? Lutz? Watashi wa mada shugyo chu no mi de atashi. I was still in the middle of my training, and Jitsu wa watashi ni wa yume ga aru no desu. Actually, I have a dream. Hellas says a dream. Espa no doshi o atsume. Gathering comrades with extrasensory perception, ESP. Sono chikara o heiwa iji no tame ni yakudatetai. I want to use that power for the sake of maintaining peace. Sore ni wakaki espa tachi o sodatete mitai no desu. Moreover, I want to try raising young Esper users. Tajimu shisho no yoni. just like Master Tajin. And Meow says, Tisk, che. Tsumanai no. It's boring. And Tyrone says, Iga, Rutsu dashi na. Well, that's just like Lutz. Kimi nara kito yareru sa. You can definitely do it. Ore tachi mo kage nagara oen sasemoto yo. We'll also be cheering you on from the shadows. And Alice says, ooh hoo hoo, soft laughter. Ganbatte ne Rutsu. Do your best, Lutz. And then Meow says, Nanda yo, what is it? Minna kyo de o wakare nano kai. Everyone is today goodbye. Alice says, Meow, anata ni mo tetsu datte morau wa yo. Meow, I'll have you help too. And he says, Honto? Really? Ja, ishishou ni ite in dane. Then it's okay to be together. It's good to be together. And Alice says, Nane iteru no. What are you saying? Mochiron yo. Of course. Watashi tachi nakama janai. Aren't we comrades? Itsudate issho yo. We're always together. And Meow says, Ore, ganbacha uzo. I'm gonna do my best. And Tyrone says, Ha ha ha, koitsume, this guy. And Meow says, Hehehe. Demo, but O-sama te nani o sureba iinan dai? But what should a king do? he says, Wa? Huh? Dare ga Osama date? Huh? Who said king? And Alice says, Hee hee hee. Hoo hoo hoo. Meow Tara. Meow, you're such a. Sa. Wait. Motabia sotoku o omatase shisha warui wa. It would be bad to keep the Motavia governor waiting. Sa ikimashou. Come on, let's go. And Meow says, All right. We done did it, guys. The whole of that game with all that dialogue translated. That was a lot longer than Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy. A lot more dialogue. And I have some kind of mixed feelings on the whole thing. It definitely had some nice art, and the combat looked really good, and they used some of the kind of manga style, comic book style animations that the later Phantasy Stars did. And that was pretty cool. But really didn't like the progression being locked behind talking to people all the time. That got us stuck several times where we had the key to a place and we couldn't go to the place because there was a guy blocking the way that would only stop blocking the way if you talked to some other guy, and it was just some guy you already talked to. Didn't like that. We want to save our game clear data. Yes. But overall, it was good. Good change up from the original, but I know I'm going to play that game again someday, and I'm probably going to go back to the Master System version. It's just a good old classic. But thank you for everybody who watched. I hope you guys learned something. I definitely am learning doing all of this. So we are getting better and better with our Nihongo, and we will get better and better as we do more games. So we'll continue doing these type of games, and we will see you in the next one.